What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? Divine Feminine. I recorded about 12 minutes of a video, and guess what? My mic died. So 10 minutes did not get recorded. So it's okay because we're going to shorten it but say the same thing. All right. So what I'm picking up, Divine Feminine, is that you have a skill, right? You have a technique when you speak. And the reason for that is because God planted that gift in you. The reason why he planted that gift is because you are a divine feminine and you are being used by the Most High God in order to connect people to the divine. So what you are is you're a walking antenna, divine feminine. You are meant to basically connect the spiritual realm to the earthly realm. So that way you can read like scripture. You can read the Dead Sea Scrolls. You can read certain things and break it down for people to understand. Okay, your target is the karmics out here. It's a chance for them to repent. You can repent at any time. It doesn't matter where you are. You can turn around and you can figure things out and do things better and change your whole life. Now, what you have is a lot of agents who've been watching you since birth. Unfortunately, they've been trying to stop your birth. They were not able to stop your birth. So now they're like just watching you in disgust grow and develop. Okay. You were born with this knowledge. Like, God did not plant your treasures outside of you. There's nothing outside of you that you have to go and seek. Everything is inside of you. That's what God planted it, to have it safe. So there's no mountaintop, there's no valley down below, there's no desert, there's no rock you need to look under. It's all planted and encoded and programmed inside of you. That's why people are upset about your birth right now. You have agents that are upset about your birth because what you're doing when you're speaking to people and you're connecting them to the divine, you are making change in the world. And these agents don't need you out here making this change. So they're doing everything in their power to keep you depressed. Okay, they are doing everything in their power to keep you in the dark. They want you to stay asleep, but you're woke and you were born woke. You were born a divine feminine. I always tell you guys this. You don't develop into a divine, you don't just become a divine feminine. You develop into a divine feminine is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so you were born that way just as women are, or we are born women. Okay, we're first girls and we don't have everything as in that we need in order to fully function yet, like we don't have periods yet and stuff like that. But that's the whole point. You are meant to develop into a divine feminine. You are meant to develop into a young woman and a woman. You know what I mean? So you just don't be born with all the works right then and there. Like there's no baby that's just born and he's Moses. No, he has to go through life. So the steps through your life, okay, the smaller picture, this is the smaller picture that is a part of the bigger picture, right? The smaller picture is you think that you went to school and you were reading at 2 years old for just because you were smart, just because you were talented and gifted and you just were skilled. You just thought, yeah, I'm just an intelligent child. No. Yes, you were an intelligent child, but that was actually encoded in you for a reason, that intelligence. You were being prepared. You were being groomed in order to speak and communicate. That's why you're good and you're excellent and you're expertise and you're exceptional at speaking and communicating and understanding. You get what I'm saying? Like you can read a scripture and you can break it down to the regular people because you understand and you know how to decipher and decode your immediate environment. You know how to decode the world. And because of this, you have agents that are actively trying to stop you. Because you are causing a butterfly effect in the world. You are causing change in the world and they need you to stop. Bad enough it was you alone. That's why they tried to stop you. Because with this type of programming encoded in you, you are only here to do what you're programmed to do by the Most High God. And that is to spread knowledge. To share knowledge. And in return of doing God's will, of sharing knowledge, you are going to cause God's world to change. You understand? You're going to cause an elevation of the collective. You're going to start waking up people ding, ding, like a candle, lighting up other candles. So that's why they're trying to snuff out your light, because you are the light which is going to, or you are the catalyst that is going to make a change in the world. And it's going to be a physical change that can be seen, and it's going to come about naturally. All right. So you have this knowledge. It was embedded in you. And this is what the most high wants you to reconnect back with. Not with the person, not with the place. It could be a place as well, because I'm going to get to that too. I told you I had 12 minutes of content, honey, down the drain. Mike was dead. That could be a spiritual sign, okay? So that could be a spirit. I'm not sure yet, but it'll probably come through why that is a spiritual sign of the mic going dead in the middle of this very important message. But yeah, you're not supposed to really connect. I'm not really seeing you connecting with a person. I'm seeing connecting with something that God gave you upon birth. You need to connect to that, and that's the gift of speaking. Continue to speak, continue to share knowledge, continue to break down these scriptures, continue to be a conduit in between, or a connection, an antenna, like you're a walking antenna between the Most High God and the people. Because this is rare. Not many people, Divine Feminine, can't understand scripture, but you can, and you can break it down for the hood, for the ghetto. You get what I'm saying? And that's what God planted that inside of you. Now, what's going on is you need to reconnect with that truth. And let's see what else is going on. You do have somebody, you're being warned about someone in your energy. This person is really sad. They're going through a tower moment. They're going through it right now. This person they're looking at you, but they're admiring you. Okay, I feel like they want to come towards you. I feel like they want to offer love. They may want to give love, or they may need the love. You know, because this is a warning, because this person can either drop off energy to you, or they can either take energy from you. So this is why it's going to be a warning for you, Divine Feminine, because this person's either going to come and bring love, or they're going to take it from you. So whatever you give, if it's conversation, knowledge, give it for free, so that you won't feel drained, because you're going to feel drained if you feel like people are coming in for one thing, and they're like this person may come in a loving energy. Hey, what's up? How you doing? But they really want your knowledge. And if you don't know that, you may feel drained because you don't know what to exchange. You know, some people don't really come in and say what's wrong with them. Sometimes they just want to be around you because they're depressed. And I feel like there is someone around you that wants to come in because they're depressed, which is great, because you can console them. But at the same time, you got to be careful, because this is a beware. So this may be the agent coming in to rock you back to sleep at the same time. All right. But it's also a beware, so that you need to know this person is coming in and they want the knowledge that you have, but they're going to act like they're your friend. Okay. So now that you know this, and you know that this person is not really sitting up under you because they really just love your company, they're waiting for you to spit some truth. Okay. And that's no problem, because that's what you're made for. That's your job. So Spirit just wants me to warn you to say, like, you know, don't try to think that everybody's your friend. A lot of people want your knowledge. But I feel like you have 100% discernment. Like, there's nothing I can tell you, Divine Feminine. I can just confirm what you already know, encourage you to keep going, and warn you if you need a warning. I can't tell you what to do, because, baby, Divine Feminine, you already got the juice. You got the juice. You was born with the juice. And that's why these people are completely mad. These are agents. Now, I'm also getting here in the background, if you were thinking about moving, you don't have to move. All right, you're Divine Feminine. God had planted you in that neighborhood that you're in for a reason, because you're a Divine Feminine. So what you need to do is come to the realization that those people are not woke. Okay, some of them are agents trying to stop you. It doesn't matter where you move. You're going to always, it doesn't matter where you move, because your job is always going to be to communicate to the people the higher word. That's always going to be your job. So being that that's your job, wherever you go, God is always going to make that situation happen to where you have to speak word into people, to where you have to help them to repent or convert. I'm not saying be a Bible thumper or anything like that, but you get what I'm saying? When God put you somewhere, it's for your job. So the home that you're in right now, you may be thinking to move, but I just got the 4 wands in reverse, and I don't do reversals. So I'm like, okay, don't move. Yeah, God said, no, that is your home. That is your motherland. This is your real estate. There's something about God is saying this is yours. Wherever you're at, you're grounded there. You're stable there. People know you there. Okay? People may even know that you're a Divine Feminine. All right, especially the agents. The agents, they definitely know because they've been trying to stop you since birth, since before you were born. These agents have been trying to stop you for about 4 lifetimes. This is your 5th incarnation. That's what I'm picking up now. This is your 5th incarnation. And they're still trying to stop you. But the thing about this 5th incarnation is like you finally got it right. Or I'm not going to say you finally got it right, but this 5th incarnation or this 5th time, maybe they've been trying to stop you since your mother was 4 months pregnant or something like that, 5 months pregnant. Okay, we don't have to go back lifetimes, but take it the way you want to take it. Whatever resonates in your heart. If in your heart you're like, oh no, that makes sense. Lifetimes, then that's for you. Okay, I'm not here to make sense of it. I'm here to deliver the message. All right, so it's saying that you're divine feminine. Someone may be trying to delay you because I just can't let that Freudian slip just pass. Because I was about to say delay and not deliver. So someone may be trying to delay you. I feel like, again, it's an agent. These are agents that's around. And they're trying to bring you in a state of depression. The only way they can do that, I guess, is to bring a depressed person around you or someone who's going through a tower moment. Okay, you may be going through a tower moment. Okay, so it's saying that you're going through a tower moment. You're going through a tower moment not because you're karmic or anything like that. You're going through a tower moment because you're smart. Because you know it's... you better... I don't know what to do. I can't give you no advice. I can't say play dumb because isn't that the safe way to go? Oh, just play dumb. Act like you don't know nothing. So master won't do this. No, I'm not about to do that because I don't even see that here for me to tell you that. Okay, it don't even add up. Let me see. 3, 1, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6. It don't add up to nothing about giving up. If anything, it adds up to you working in communication. It just adds right back up to you doing what you were supposed to do. So it ain't about you running and hiding. No. But the reason why you're going through a tower moment and the reason why you're alone and the reason why everything feels like it's falling apart and the reason why things are just, it's an ego death. And it's a dope ass ego death because you always thought you was like depressed or something like that. You thought you was just sad. No, baby, you was being targeted this whole time. Yes, you're not sad. People are targeting you. Since your birth and before your birth, lifetime after lifetime, you've been targeted. Duh. You see how the truth will set you free? Because then you're like, oh, you feel like your back is up against the wall. You feel like everything is falling apart. You're like, why, God, why? God is trying to let you know, like, no, boo, you a target. Like, get up and fight back. I made you a target. Okay, because I need you to do my work here on earth. I need you to do something for me. Let me work through you. Let me use you as a vessel, divine feminine. And being used as a vessel, the consequences behind it, that's what it is. There's consequences. That's what I'm saying. I'm not seeing you giving up. I'm not seeing you just saying, you know what, I'm going to stay quiet. I'm going to hold in my knowledge. No, there's consequences either way you go. Okay, you have free will, divine feminine. But there's consequences behind your free will. You was born with this free will. Okay, now the free will is you can either follow God and get punished, not punished. Because the tower moment, it feels like punishment, but it's not. It's just that, like Jesus, he had a job to do. He did it. Did the world agree with it? No, they punished him. So it's like, how they say, carrying your cross, or that's what you're doing. You're carrying your cross right now. So you get punished. Now, that's better than you not carrying your cross with the free will and say, you know what, I'm going to be ignorant. I'm not going to listen to God. And I'm just going to be condemned. Because that's what God said. God said, you got free will. Of course. You could either, believe in Jesus and come on over to the winning side, or you can not believe in Jesus and be condemned. You know what I'm saying? You could either believe in me, love God, or not love God and be condemned. That's your free will. So you chose to love God. That's what you chose to do. So your consequences is a tower moment. So it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Almost. Because your tower moments are different. Your tower moments is not like, oh, I'm homeless, people are dying, da da da. That's not your tower moment. So I would rather choose God's tower moment. If my tower moment just has to be, oh, I ain't got no friends, I'd rather deal with that. Oh, I got to deliver a message to these karmics, but these karmics they're not really listening. Some are listening, some aren't. Then I got these agents attacking me. Listen, I'd rather that punishment than I'm out in the streets. Okay, I ain't got my family around me. I ain't got my kids. I don't I don't have a stable home. I would rather, so pick and choose your free will that you claim that you have, right? Because if you have free will, you would be able to do whatever you want and still get blessed. It don't work that way. Okay, so you decided to take the consequence of being obedient to the Most High God and bear and carry your cross. Now you're getting condemned. Now you got agents coming after you, and you're going through this tower moment. You're going through this tower moment because of the truth that's embedded in you. There's nothing wrong with that. You hold that truth, and that's what's supposed to happen. The truth is going to get his ass kicked. The naked truth always gets his ass kicked because people love that dressed up lie. Oh, they love the illusion. But you're seeing, you going through this tower moment, you're seeing through the illusion. So this is a process from the inside out. So you may be going through depression or something like that. You got to battle depression because you're going through a tower moment, whatever your situation may be. Maybe you are homeless or something like that, which I'm not picking up. I'm actually picking up this situation. I'm picking up specifically is for someone who is in a stable home. They're grounded. They're thinking about moving because the neighborhood is trashy. So they want to move, but God put them in this trashy neighborhood in order to spread the word because they are the divine feminine. You are the antenna between the spiritual realm and the earthly plane. So we need you here. All right. It's almost like you're cleaning up this area or these people. Okay. It may be one person that you got to save or just talk to. It may be a group of people, but God put you here for something, someone, and for a reason. All right. So you just got to protect yourself because yes, you live in a neighborhood of karmics. Okay. You live in the ghetto. All right. The hood. Okay, you live in the urban. Okay, so you're going through this tower moment. It's due to your knowledge, all right? So don't think that you're going through a tower moment, but just because God don't love you and he left you and it's cold. No, God is there. God is there even more now than he ever was before. God is right in the pit of your heart. God is inside of you right now because this tower moment is coming from the inside out. Now, if you are having like an external tower moment, I'm not really picking that up, but you'll get through it. Same reason. Okay, same reason. God just trying to awaken you to follow him. Okay, there's different types of tower moments. If you're going through a physical tower moment, that's because God is trying to awaken your physical world because you're not paying attention to him. If when you go through an inner tower moment, it's because you already done obeyed God. God is already speaking to you. But you might be looking back towards the world like if, you know, with the same perception in the world has changed. People are treating you different. You know, there's different tower moments. There's when the world treats you some type of way, that tower moment, and then there's when God treats you some type of way. And it's probably more, right? This tower moment is intrinsic, is inside. Okay, it's not outside, it's inside. It's how you're feeling about you right now because of the truth that you know, because that you're seeing everything. You know, and it causes you to act in a certain way. It causes you to want to cling to the Most High even more. And the more that you cling to the Most High, the more you start to see the illusion through the illusions. All right. You're starting to come to a realization that, you know what? A lot of people are being fake. A lot of things is phony. Okay. This could be about companies, businesses, politics, people in the neighborhood, everything. You're seeing through it all. All right. Now, while you were in between your old self and your new self, you were doing a lot of investigations. And that's a problem because when you seek the truth, you find out the truth and you realize the truth ain't all is cracked up. But you know what I'm saying? It's going to set you free. But you know how they say, the truth is going to set you free, but first it's going to piss you off. And that is the honest truth. You're going to be pissed off like, hold on. You're seeing through the matrix. And when you see through the matrix, this is going to cause you to move a little different. You're going to move based on the truth that you know and not based on the illusion that the world is trying to give. And that's where the agents come in to try to make your life miserable. Because when you start to maneuver and move differently in the matrix, you change the matrix. You change the programming. That's how you're able to be found. Because they can pick up on the glitch. And you're the glitch. You're literally like Neo. Okay, you're like Neo in this Matrix, but they can pick up on it. That's how they're able to find you. Okay, because this world is their computer programming, or and I'm not gonna say the whole entire world. You get what I'm saying? But let's say the government. Okay, we just throw an entity out there. Let's say the government. So when the government sees that someone is stepping out of line, but I feel like it's more on a spiritual level though. The spiritual government. Do they call that the shadow government? Let's call it the shadow government. I don't know. It just fits. I don't know if that's the meaning for it, but I'm gonna put it as that. So let's say the shadow government is always watching you. They've been watching you for lifetimes. They've been watching you before you were born. They was watching your mama while she was pregnant. Okay, they just knew, just the same way as Herod knew that Jesus was going to be born because of the three wise men and because of the astrologers, and they knew that this planet, they say it's a star, but I don't think it's a star. I think it's a planet. So they say, you know, because of this star, well, I call it a planet though, because they follow this planet. They followed this planet. They knew the planetary alignments. Same thing with you. They watched and saw and knew these planetary alignments. They couldn't stop it. It's the same way they couldn't stop Jesus. They can't stop. Jesus ain't the only one. There's many births. There's many births, spiritual births. Okay, I'm not going to call each and every one like angelic, like how Jesus was, but there's so many births on this plane that's happening. And they rush to stop each one in every area of the earth, everywhere on this planet. There are divine births. There are many divine feminine, divine masculines being raised, developing, growing in order to fulfill their purpose here on this earthly plane. And you are one of them. And you're also one that the agents are paying attention to and trying to stop. You want to move, your home spirit is saying, do not move. Stay grounded where you are until God gives you the next instructions. So God wants to let you know you are instructed to not move anywhere until everything is complete. You're almost complete though. That's what I'm saying though. Good thing. Okay, you're almost complete. You just gotta speak now. Now it's about you talking. Now it's about you communicating. Now it's about your mindset. You conveying the spiritual knowledge down to the people that need to hear it. And this is something like how I said, it's planted in you. So I don't even know if you need a Bible or not. Anyway, you got somebody here looking at you. Be careful, because this might be a agent. Like I said, this is a warning. Someone may be coming like they love you, but they really coming to get some information off of you. Okay, it will feel draining if you didn't know what they were coming for. So I'm letting you know right now, they're coming just to hear the word, but they're going to act like they're your friend and they want to be in your company. So just so you don't, get confused about the reason, because some people will act fake and phony. Like, hey girl, how you doing? I just came to chill with you. And they're really waiting for you to say some deep, information, some deep knowledge. They're really waiting for you to hear some sacred knowledge, but they're going to act like, so just to let you know, so you won't be like thinking people are just really trying to be your friend. So you just go out and say like, what you want to know, girl? You know what I mean? Like, but I feel like I said, you're a divine feminine. So only thing I can do is confirm, warn, and encourage you. But you already be knowing. Yeah, so you're meant to change the world. Whatever you say, you can change the world, or you can change the energy with whatever it is that you're saying. So let's start to look a little deeper. Now, whatever this is, it started from when you were in the womb. So this started from birth. Okay, you bearing your cross started from birth. Like I said, the truth was implanted in you from birth. So this is something that was going on from the womb. People were trying to do black magic on you from the womb. Now something is going on. Someone may be Muslim. Okay, so there was a Muslim around you. Okay, so you could have you could have been Muslim from birth, or you could have a Muslim name. Everything that's happening right now is like Spirit wants you to know 100%. Like, this is not just happening once you hit 30 or once you hit 40. No, this was happening from birth. You were a target from birth. So I'm not sure about what you went through during your childhood. Maybe something could have happened when you were 5 years old is what I'm picking up as well. Like your life could have changed at 5. Something got activated at 5. There was a tower moment. Something in you got activated at 5 years old, but you were being watched the whole time. Okay, you could be a celebrity. Your birth could have been in the public. Okay, but I am saying like people watching your birth. Or you were born with a job. I'm telling you, you were born with a whole career at birth. That's crazy. Okay, but it looks like you were vulnerable. Okay, I don't feel like you're pregnant and this is your child, but it is hereditary, just to let you know. So you're bound to have like a starseed baby as well, just to let you know. Okay, you may have had that as well as birth, like upon your birth, you know, because the women contain all the ovaries from birth. So you also have a starseed contained in your ovaries. So not only were you a starseed, are you a starseed, you also have starseeds contained in your own ovaries from birth. Okay, so this is what it's really similar about. We're going back to you being born. Spirit's like, take divine feminine back to birth, to let you know, like, this is not, you're not going through a tower moment just because you picked up the Bible yesterday. You're going through a tower moment because the Bible was implanted in your heart from birth. That's why. That's what Spirit wants to let you know. You got these agents around you, so it's going to be really hard because you could be fighting depression right now. You're struggling through your emotions. And you're learning how to be grateful, and you're learning how to believe in the Most High God. And if you keep looking forward, okay, so that's over with. Someone could have hurt you as a child, is what I'm picking up. Okay, this could have been like a stepfather. Could have hurt you as a child. All right, and that is bubbling to the surface. And you're currently healing from that emotionally. Right? So if you look forward, once you heal from that, which is going to take all your time, don't let nobody rush you. That could be a reason why you left out your house. You could have left out your house when you were young. Okay, you could have been homeless from young because of the agents. There were agents around you at all times. Could have been your stepfather, agents at school, agents at work. They're all around you. Okay, but if you look forward, when you're ready to heal, I'm just reading the energy. I'm not forcing you to heal. But when you do look forward, you're going to see miracles. You're going to see that change. But it's just going to be hard a little bit. It's a challenge. There's nothing that you cannot. It's not impossible. But if you're wondering about your challenges, depression, sadness, continuing to believe in God, staying hopeful, that's going to be a challenge because of the tower moments that's going around. So it's like Job. Okay? Job was used. He was used because he was faithful. So he was used to show people how to be faithful. We're all being used as long as we allow it. As long as we allow God to use us and be obedient. Like I said, some of y'all got free will and y'all don't want God to use y'all. Y'all want something else to use you, the devil perhaps. So, you know, that's what you choose. Hey, there's consequences. Just know that. And the consequences is never going to be rainbows and butterflies and flowers when you choose the devil. So anyway. Yeah, so this is going to be a struggle to battle these agents that's around you, to get up out of depression, to not be sad, all right? And the reason why they want you sad is because then you won't communicate. Then you're just going to be communicating sadness. That's why. And they need you to do that because they need you to lead the collective off the cliff. Not to freedom, not to truth, not to follow the spirit. They need you to lead the collective off the cliff, and that's not going to happen. So the minute that you turn around, that's when you're going to see your blessings. Because of your gifts and your talents of speaking, you're going to see your blessings. You don't know how they're going to come in. Like the fruit just be dropping, honey. You just be getting pineapples and mangoes and stuff like that. It's not like there's no right off destination is what I want to say. You know, like you're just going to be blessed and God is going to keep providing for you. God is going to keep providing for your journey. Okay, because it's about the bigger picture, right? You being able to communicate to people is a small battle. Is a small step towards the bigger picture of freedom. That's a bigger picture for everyone's soul to be as free as yours. Okay, so that's why these agents don't want you to get to the bigger picture because you're taking away their slaves. All right, so you have like a gift of like blessings or bestowing blessings, or you have a gift of changing your environment. Like you could go somewhere, like say you live in a building all of a sudden they're putting ramps up or they're changing. Like, you can go somewhere and they would change the whole, something that you say and do or your presence alone makes them change the whole system. Okay, so let's say you go to a school. The school has some curriculum. Maybe they have they don't have an after school program, right? Once you get into that school, Divine Feminine, next thing you know, they're changing the program. They have you could bring up the idea, because this is your gift. Your gift is the gift of communication. Okay, whatever God tell you, you act it out on earth. You relay a message, and it causes change, right? So you go to the school. They don't have an after school program for the kids. The kids just go straight home, and they don't have no one helping them home doing their homework. You come into the picture. You have a conversation with the right people. 6 degrees of separation. You have a conversation with the right 6 people. The right person that's going to lead you to the next person. That's going to lead you to the next person. Next thing you know, they got an after school program. Okay, you go to a gym. They don't. You complain about something. How come you don't have a towel rack here that should be there? You say something that makes complete logical sense. Next thing you know, they got towel racks and they got this. This is what you do. You can go into any infrastructure. You can go into any corporation, industry, business, home, residential, company. You can go anywhere, school, university. You go anywhere, store. You make suggestions. You say something logical. And boom, it's done. System is upgraded. Okay, Divine Feminine, for real. You just walk in like, do this, do that. System upgraded. And guess who gets that notification? The agents. Hold on, because who's upgrading the system? Because it creates a blockage. So it's like a battle, a tug and war. They trying to block you, stop your program. You're trying to block them, stop their program. So it creates a blockage. So when their program gets blocked, it's a string leading right to you. It's an energetic string leading right to you. And that's how they find you. But it doesn't stop you. It doesn't stop you. So yeah, the whole time in between, like, this is why you were studying, put it like that. If you was wondering why you was so investigative and why you kept wanting to go back, and maybe you wanted to go back to your homeland, or you wanted to go back to speak to your mom, or you wanted to go back to do something, and some things that you were trying to figure out mentally. This is actually another warning. To be honest, this is another warning. Okay, you were studying the occult. Excuse me. You were studying the occult. So if you found yourself studying the occult, that was the reason. That what was actually starting the change. It wasn't even you speaking it yet. It was the fact that your eyes were being open. That's what I'm saying. You are also the program. What you do matters. That's why they were trying to stop your birth. That's why they were trying to stop you from being born lifetime after lifetime. Because once your eyes start opening, that in itself is causing change. And then when you relay it to people, that's causing extra change. That's causing collective change. So not only were you changing individually, but you were changing. You're meant to change individually so that you can change the collective. So you're probably wondering, what the hell went wrong in between when I was born and now that I'm going through this tower moment? Nothing went wrong. What you were doing in between that time is you had to study. You had to get the knowledge. You had to get the occult knowledge. So that's what you were doing. Now that you have the knowledge, now the tower moment is just part of the plan. It's just part of the plan, Divine Feminine, because your eyes are being opened. Everything that you learned, because you wanted to learn, and everything that you learned blew your mind. Blew your mind. So now that you have all knowledge, right? All knowing. And it's given to you in pieces. Don't think that everybody doesn't know everything, but if you ask God, you will know it. You get what I'm saying? On your path is a path of knowledge. So it's going to come to you piece by piece. Okay? You're not going to just take one big leap and jump up the staircase. No, it's one step at a time. The second step. And as you take more steps in your path, that's when the light that's when you're being shown your path. The more you take steps, you're being shown your path. So you're wondering, like, yeah, how did I get here? It's because of your mouth. It's because of your duty. All right. So don't think that you're talking too much or you're giving out too much information or you're giving out too much knowledge. That's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And can't nobody stop you. Can't nobody hurt you, because the knowledge is being given to you piece by piece. As you keep moving and as you keep growing and as you keep developing and as you keep making these strides, God is telling you more and more. It's implanted in you. So it's just like something that's unfolding. So it's like that's why it's very important for you to get to know yourself and investigate yourself, and for you to be at your highest self. So that way you can nurture that seed that God already planted in you and see what He's growing. What did God grow inside of you? Is it mangoes? Is it a pineapple tree? Like, what is it? It doesn't matter. It's yours, and you're going to be fruitful. Just know that during this development, you got agents around that's like, no, we cannot let this tree grow into fruition. We cannot allow you to have fruit and people come pick from it and they can eat from you. And that's why they're sending someone to actually do that. Now, this person may be a setup, all right? So you're being warned. This person could be coming to set you back, but they're coming like, oh my God, I love your information. I love what you give. But they're actually an agent set up to set you back. Or this is just somebody that's coming to drain you, like I said, and they need your knowledge, but they're coming like they're a friend, but they actually need advice. Okay? Just give them the advice, so you don't sit there and think people like you for you. No. They they like you for what you're teaching. You're a teacher. You're skilled at teaching, and you teach through communication. Okay? And you teach the word of God, and you are a connection or a conduit. I hope I'm using the right word, but you're a connection or a conduit in between the spiritual realm and the earthly plane. So that's why you're needed. That's your job. That's your duty. And I think I'm about to wrap this up. It doesn't matter where you move, because the agents will find you wherever you go, and there will be obstacles and tower moments wherever you go. So you better lace up your boots right where you are. Okay? Set up shop. And it's war, baby. It's war. Okay? Spread your word, spread your knowledge, keep reading, keep looking within yourself. Okay? Because that's where the answers are as well. Keep living, keep going. So this is what's going on. So all the studying, you were studying the occult, or you were investigating, shall I say. I feel like you have an urge to investigate. Like, you always want to look deeper. You always feel like, nah, it's something behind this. And you're always right. The thing is that when you see what you see, it's going to cause a tower moment. But I feel like you're strong enough to handle that. You're strong enough. Not everybody is strong enough to handle the truth. For real. And you are. So just fight this depression. Just be happy. I don't know how to tell you to be happy. You know, just by doing things that make you happy. Okay? You could have dealt with depression in the past. All right? Somebody could have gave you some type of medication with water, like a big pill. Okay, that's for some of you. Like, I'm saying, you balance things out. Like, you just have the gift of bestowing blessings. Like, you can bestow blessings, you can receive blessings, you can change the energy, but you do this through communication. So don't think that you got to go somewhere and do a lot. You don't. All you got to do is speak up, and that's about it. All you got to do is say, hey, y'all ain't got no speakers. I can't hear the music with no speakers. Next thing you know, the next day they got speakers. That's all you got to do. That's how you change the world. Just the same way God did it. God said, let there be light, and there was. And that's why they fear you. Because God gave you that gift. All you got to do is speak it into existence. So be careful about what you're manifesting. Because people may be trying to make you manifest some BS. And it's like, I'm not about to say that. Because I'm not manifesting no BS. But anyway, that's all I'm getting. That's all the energy that I'm getting from this reading. And let me pull one more card. All right, 2 came out. I'm not going to take... Okay, I'll tell you what they are, but I'm not going to take those. Okay, 4 came out. Hold on. I'm going to tell you those. But let me just get one. All right. Wow. Someone's trying to murder you. Okay? Someone is trying to murder you. Or have you commit suicide. Don't do it. Someone's trying to put you so deep into a tower moment that you commit suicide. There's no reason. These are agents. That's all. That's not even in you. Okay? Committing suicide is not even in you. But these are people that try anything. So don't think that I'm like, picking up on negative energy. It's just this is what people are trying to do to you. Is it part of your life? No. Do you conquer it every time? Hell yes. Are you meant to conquer it? Heck yes. But I still got to tell you what they're doing. Okay, so yeah, they plotting and planning on murdering you. Duh, they've been plotting it for mad long, for years, for decades, for eons. Something about you being a Celtic or Celtic. All right, Celtic. It could be like a witch or something like that. I don't know. I'm not really seeing that in the cards, but we got Celtic right here. Yeah, they're doing black magic on you. They've been doing black magic on you since you was born. That's crazy. Yeah, they're doing, yeah, this is all spell work. Spell work is being done. Okay, yeah, your current lifetime, this is happening right now. So you're going through this tower moment right now. You're going through the tower moment because of what you said, what you've seen, what you know, because you know the truth. Okay, I don't really feel like you witnessed the murder. I feel like someone really tried to take you out. They're trying to take you out to this day. Settler. Okay, you could have been like, also in your past life, you could have been like a cowboy, cowgirl, or a pilgrim. And I feel like that's a play on like how I say, like, you don't got to move, you're settled. Okay, wherever you are right now, that's your home. That's where you're settled until God moves you. You ain't got nothing to worry about, but just recognize that you're around a whole bunch of agents and recognize that you're around a whole bunch of karmics. You're just supposed to speak life into people. You're not supposed to, like how Jesus did. He sat with them and spoke with them, but he ain't really, they wasn't sleeping all with him and in his bed. No, Jesus went, he left. Jesus sat there and he broke bread and then he left. So that's what you're supposed to do. Go, spread knowledge, and then leave. All right? And that's it. That's the end of the reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm out.